thinking that might be a bite too large to chew.
Oh, maybe I misunderstood what you were thinking.
I was thinking more along the lines of Harley, not take, but your point is well taken as well.
Oh, Kitty, do not stand on the keyboard.
Or ambushing the children on the road. Whichever.
As you said before, they are just children, so
Exactly.
We're going to be
all
out there
right.
and they're all like 8
Continuing
feet
onward,
tall.
there's the group of adolescents to the north. Is there anything else that we should be aware of?
Yes, there's been movement of orcs in the valley. Now, the extent of it is difficult to say. Some time has passed. But they do seem to be present.
Good to know.
Okay. So, orcs, local village. When I say local, we're talking like 3 or 4 days travel to this area from the northeast.
Mm-hmm.
There could be, of course, wildlife itself. You know, bears and other animals to be concerned about. But orcs, the youth out on their, I think they call it it's like a trial or something, or anyway, whatever they call it. It's yeah. Yeah. Animals, orcs, goblins, hot-headed youth out to prove themselves. So,
Sounds like a pretty standard Saturday.
yeah. Now, there is a road, if you can find it, that sometimes follows the river. Sometimes you can find it, sometimes not. Um, it's an ancient uh, road that went up through the pass. It's more obvious as you get up into the higher elevation toward the pass itself. And he'll point. The pass is right there. What else can I tell you about the area? Oh, some think that there was some farming that went on in this area. So, scattered about, there's old farmsteads. When I say old, we're talking, 2,000 years old, something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, it's possible to still find those things, but what you're going to find is like a stone chimney stack coming up out of the earth. So be on the lookout for things like that. There may be things interesting to find in the. I mean, you'd have to crawl through the chimney stack to get into it if there's anything that isn't completely covered in mud, dirt, and. Let's see. What else can I tell you? Yeah. Good luck. Oh, there is one thing. A lot of magic was used in the fighting up here. Things that we've never seen have, things that were lost. So there are places that still have a residue of the fighting that occurred in the valley here. I think the old historian had some thoughts about it. I think he told me once that the land had been altered magically in some way. So it's usually weird things can happen in those areas. Magic behaves oddly, he said.
How so?
Well, he wasn't very specific, other than to say that he would try to investigate an area, and the things he would attempt to do did not behave the same way.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
if that doesn't make sense, but I don't know what he was talking about. But he did offer caution. I've never seen such a place, but then not my job. All right. Well, there's fish in the stream. If you get hungry, and obviously we're here for the duration, but it's not like you have to return every evening. So good luck.
Thank you.
And the same to you. So I'm assuming we're leaving first thing in the morning.
Whatever you like.
Sounds like a plan.
We'll let Alexander try to find the ancient trail.
I mean, I have a much better chance to do that now.
Okay, so the evening goes by. Morning comes.
Off we go.
Off we go.
Okay, where are you headed? So the valley runs to the from where you are to the northwest. Okay, and it's where the stream comes out of the valley. It kind of narrows, and that's where the camp is. It broadens out, goes upland into the pass where the stream comes. So you could follow the stream. You could take the north side. You could take where do you want to go? It's a big open valley, forested in places, and not in others. It's kind of a patchwork. Maybe
Well, as I understand things, we need to get up into the pass a bit before we really start looking around.
Yep.
So
this whole area apparently was a battlefield.
All right, so we might find things like tomorrow. I still think following the stream to the north, at least for a half a day or so, seems like a good idea. It is, however, the place that we're most likely to run into something else. So really, this is a question for our ranger. Alexander, what do you think?
What do you mean?
We're here. We want to get there, and I point at the notch where the pass is. What's the best way to get from here to there without running into anything?
Teleportation magic.
Probably that. Actually, I might be able to do. Let me see. Yeah, so I've got my Path Mastery spell list now, and I'm thinking what I could do there is use Pathfinding 1 to find the locations of any paths within the mile, and then decide based on there which one we're going to go to. And then once we've decided which path, I can then find out where that is going. So I'm thinking
Lead on.
over here and then start walking towards the nearest path I find after I cast the spell.
Well, there's a trail supposed to run by the creek, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there is?
Well-
Okay, so if I can get to there, then I won't need to
Well, you
use
might need
anything yet.
the spell
We
to
have to-
find it.
Yeah, we
Oh,
have
okay.
to find it, but there is an ancient trail.
He mentioned that it can be hard to find, that it's probably washed out or gone
The thing
or
is
overgrown.
that it's also something I suspect that the Norse that live in the area know more about than we do,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
which means that the kids probably use it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
if we take it, and I'm not saying we should or we shouldn't, you want to keep in the back of your mind the fact that it's going to be more likely that we're going to run into them.
I mean, if we need to bully some teenagers and take their stuff,
So be it.
I mean, it happened to me. It can happen to them.
I think Wes needs to have his Lord Sleep spell ready, but
Exactly.
Okay. So you're going to cast Pathfinding?
Yes, pathfinding 1.
Okay. Mark off the power or mana. And there are many paths in the immediate area. So what we're talking about are game trails mostly. And at this
Mhm.
point, you can't really distinguish between, whether this is a game trail or something else. So, spell
Okay.
reveals nearest point on path, but not the path's course. So, yeah.
Okay, I'm looking for a path near the river.
Okay, maybe you should move to the river then.
Yeah, let's do that, and I'll start leading everyone.
Okay, so you go to the river, you cast a spell, mark off another point of mana, and yes, there's a trail that goes along the river.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and then use path lore
Okay,
on that trail.
spend another point,
Mm-hmm.
and lore will. What are you doing, kitty? Know what you want. He's been fed. He has water.
Just wants to play too.
Yes, true. All right. So yeah, this trail runs all the way up to the pass. It looks like, following the river or stream.
Okay. I'll tell everyone this seems to be the right one. Can I do a tracking roll on the path to see if there's any continual usage?
You say continual usage. What is entering
Oh, sorry,
your
I didn't mean
mind?
anything specific by that.
Okay.
So I'll change my wording. I'm just looking for fresh tracks then.
Okay. Are you gonna use tracking, or are you just going to roll your tracking skill?
Just roll my tracking.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
28. It's a normal success.
Okay. Yes. Some deer were on this trail
Okay.
this morning.
Okay. I don't see any kind of tracks that resemble humanoid movement.
Not right here.
Okay. Which way does the path travel? East, west, north, south?
Well, it follows the stream. The stream runs from the pass, which is to your northwest, but it kind of meanders through the valley. So at any particular point on the stream. It could be west, it could be north, it could be, it
Okay.
kind of
Okay.
snakes around. But generally it goes northwest.
Okay. I'm thinking we just follow down the pass looking for abnormal tracks. So anything other than just normal animal tracks.
Okay. So there's two ways to approach that, which is frequently rolling tracking, or to make a scan roll periodically to see if you notice something. One is moving more quickly than the other, but is less thorough.
I'll ask the party what they want me to do.
How about you do the tracking and we do the scanning?
Okay. So if you're going to use tracking on the path at some interval where you're not going to miss the aforesaid unusual tracks, that's going to be very slow movement. Right? It's like going 20 feet, checking, another 20 feet, checking, and so on.
Okay.
Going to take forever.
Yes. But you would be assured of knowing whether something other than a deer was on the path.
Again, in character, I would defer to the ranger on this, but it seems like once an hour is probably plenty, unless we see some obvious, if a rhinoceros went down the trail, we would know it. There would be obvious signs of it, but
yes, a giant
right
stepping on the pass would give you a really big bonus to your scan roll because giant footprint.
right, exactly. So, while they're doing all of that, I'm going to have my bow out,
Okay.
and I'm going to be scanning more for the aforementioned chimneys and such.
Okay.
So I guess the better way to put it is they're going to have their head down because they're looking for like footprints and such. I'm going to have my head up.
Okay. All right. So
I agree. I was on that same tack myself.
Okay. So
I would also, be keeping an eye out for ruins more so than following the tracks.
okay. So I've got two people sort of actively scanning. All right. I don't know what the other two are actually doing.
If I use tracking 1 to get the bonus for my tracking attempt, how long does this last?
Is there a duration on the spell?
No. It
Really?
just says C. Yeah. The only one with the duration is night vision, which is 10 minutes a level.
So tracking 1 duration is C, which is
Yes.
concentration. So if you
Okay.
break your concentration, it will fail.
Okay. Okay. So I'm wondering if having a 50 bonus to my tracking would make it easier to move quickly while tracking.
Yes, you can sacrifice ability for speed.
So, how does that mechanic work?
Well, if you take a minus 75, that is, I'm going to be running down the path, likely to miss anything, then you would have a minus 75. It's absurd, right?
Okay.
So instead of minus 50, you would be at minus 25 on your tracking roll to notice at that kind of absurd rate whether or not you see the tracks that you're concerned about.
Oh, okay. So what would be a rate of minus 50? So essentially canceling out my tracking bonus.
Well, I would take running as kind of absurd. So, what is not quite running, but maybe more than sort of an average movement?
A jog?
There you go. Sure.
Okay. Okay, yeah, then I'd like to use tracking 1 so we could pick up the pace of my tracking
Okay.
attempts.
All right.
Go ahead and mark a point for that as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, what? So, okay. So you're going to be moving fairly quickly. You're going to use your tracking mastery for the bonus to offset the subtraction from the more expeditious movement. And what is Brian doing?
Keeping an eye on the sky.
Okay.
Looking for giant flying creatures.
Speaking of which, did you bring the pseudo dragon?
I would have to.
Okay.
I did bring Duke.
Okay. Is he with you now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Those of you making scan rolls, go ahead and make your scan rolls. Those of you making tracking rolls, go ahead and make a tracking roll.
That is a base success on a scan roll.
Finally
for Wes.
stopped rolling. I don't believe it was a special, but I rolled a 16. My tracking is 82.
That's a special.
Yeah, that
It
should be
is?
special, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I also get a base success on my scan roll.
Okay. The cat's into something. I'll be right back.
Yeah, 16 is a special on a 78.
Okay.
I don't know what he wants. I don't think he knows what he wants, other than to want attention. All right. So we have some tracking success. You will see that goblins have been on the trail. You will also see that there have been some human tracks, that is, booted footprints. Scans are not going to reveal anything.
Okay. Can I determine, based on my role, how long ago the human trail
morning.
this morning? Hmm.
In fact, the goblin tracks are older than the booted tracks.
Human tracks. Okay.
Yeah, in fact, you get the sense that the humans are following the goblins.
Okay. Interesting.
Not at all surprising.
Yeah, that makes sense. Do I believe that they could have passed this mark within the last 5 hours? The booted tracks?
Well, he said the humans went through this morning, so
Well, yeah, I'm just not sure exactly how far back because my spell Path Tail caster requires visual image of any user or users of a given path up to 1 hour in the past per level of the caster, and I do believe that's the level of the spell I can cast,
That's correct.
which would be 5 hours at its max.
I see. For 5 points of mana, right?
Oh, that's 5 points. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. That would be 5 points. Okay. Well,
Because you have to overcast it, right?
yeah, that I believe that's how it would work.
So at a higher level,
Yeah,
you
per
can do more
level.
time
Yeah,
per mana spent.
exactly. Okay.
So if your max is 5 levels, you're right, that's 5 hours, but you would have spent 5 points of power to figure out when these people passed. Your
No.
tracking told you that it was this morning. So, what time is it now? It's before noon. So,
Okay.
yeah, that could have been 6 hours ago. Probably not.
Probably not, but okay, yeah, no. But 5 points of mana for that's not worth it.
Yeah, not effective.
But understanding how it works is
Yeah.
good to test. So that's good. Okay. I'll relay that I found booted human tracks. They seem to be tracking these goblin tracks that I had found as well. So they seem to be following them a little bit behind.
Do they look like the boots of the people that we were just in the camp with?
No.
Who went ahead and scouted this area?
No, they do not. I'm thinking they could be. Well, what size are these boots?
Really?
Boot marks.
Really?
It could be the adolescents.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
I
Is.
would assume that actually.
Mm-hmm.
If they want to prove that they're men by killing a group of goblin trackers and bringing them back. Proof of it. That would make sense to me.
So the thing is, let's work under that assumption. What do we want to do?
My only thought with the boys is that they could tell us where we might be able to find what we're looking for or things such. But as we've been told, they might not be very friendly with us showing up.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows
Make
if
an
they
intelligence roll.
Intelligence roll? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want
Oh, 77.
Okay. Well, you firmly believe that that's a good idea.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Then I think it's a good idea that we go track these adolescents and see if they know where we can find these kinds of areas, or at least if they have a better idea than we do.
I look at him really skeptically.
What? It's
I
not a good
think-
idea?
I think it would be easier to steal them from the adolescents than to go find them ourselves. So I'm game.
Well, I didn't want to rob the kids. That was
Why not?
well.
Stealing is wrong.
Yeah,
Is it?
that.
Well, yeah, they shouldn't have stolen from the Baron.
Well, do the boys really morally know that they're stealing from the Baron's land?
Yep.
Are they taught that they're properly? Are they properly taught that this is all owned, or do they
Well,
think that this is all land that their tribes are fighting for?
Well, I mean, yeah, if their Jarl is like, oh, hey, listen to me, fuck the Baron, then yeah.
So,
Interesting.
prior conversations you will likely recall is that the Baron's reach extends out about 2 days from Kars. You're, what, 8 days out here?
Mm-hmm.
Now, 2 days might even be a stretch.
These boys believe that what they're doing is their birthright. Taking from them just because we want the objects isn't going to solve anything for anybody other than create conflict, which is what the sergeant asked us not, or the captain asked us not to do.
I mean, it's something for us because we have to come back not empty-handed, right?
Of course, yeah. That's why I thought maybe they could just help us out. We don't need to take from them. What do you think, Wes?
I'm not sure. I wouldn't trust the youth.
Did you say you would trust them?
Would not. I would not,
trust them.
the youth.
Okay.
So do we want to track them down for any other reasons? Or do we want to look for something else?
I think that we want to continue north slowly and give them the time to clear out in front of us.
I mean, if they clear out the goblins so we don't have to deal with that, that's not that.
That's
not
exactly
that bad.
my thought.
Okay, then I'm cool
They
with
are
continuing
essentially
up the
beating
path.
the bushes in front of us at the moment, as long as we don't overrun them.
I mean, I can do that. I can keep an eye on the track and make sure we don't
Okay.
overpass them.
Okay. So the youth follow the goblins, you follow the youth and the goblins for some distance, maybe 6 miles, 5 miles on the trail, and then the goblins leave the trail as well, the youth following them. What are you going to do from there?
Keep going on the path.
Yeah, up towards the
Okay.
pass.
So it's now getting towards evening as you're headed up into the pass. Now, remember, the trail was meandering along with the meander of the stream, right? So it could have been much quicker to sort of go alongside the meander of the stream instead of following the trail. But it's a game trail, and deer don't think about that. So you spend a good deal of time sort of meandering through the valley. And, it's kind of pleasant, actually. You can make scan rolls again for those of you who are engaged in scans.
In a sense, meandering is okay, because it's not like we have a specific destination to go towards.
Mm-hmm.
Basic success.
Oh, is that a special scan?
Why, yes, it is.
All right. You find or see what you think is exposed worked stone. It's right over there.
I will point it out.
All right.
Hey, that looks like exposed worked stone. We don't see a lot of that around these parts.
No, indeed.
What time of day is this?
It is 1 hour from discovery of the initial tracks. So,
But not very long at all. Okay.
not very long at all.
I can't even use this would be a good place to set up camp excuse. All right, so let's go and take a look.
Yeah, investigate.
Cautiously.
Okay.
Search. Tear it up.
So, after 2,000 years of erosion and sedimentation, you see the exposed top of what looks like a chimney. So it's mortared stone. Looks like riverbed stone. It's crumbled and broken, and there's probably limbs and things that fell over the top of it, and leaves piled up, and wind has blown the leaves and revealed some portion of the stone. You can put a check mark on your scan, by the way. And
Already done.
With a little bit of effort, you could expose the stack.
If Wes, you have your flashlight doodad handy?
Yes.
What happens if we shine it down the chimney?
Let's look.
The quote chimney unquote.
60 feet.
Okay.
Well, I'm assuming part of my question is, can we go down 60 feet?
Right, yeah, that's why the light shines down 60 feet. What do we see?
Right.
Okay. Yeah, the chimney isn't 60 feet deep. It's maybe...
I would hope not.
It's maybe... What? 2 stories, 2 floors, 20 feet max. Nine feet, 18 feet, yeah, 20. So it's at most it's 20 feet. So you shine it down there.
But that is well below ground level.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you shine it down there. It doesn't go more than 20 feet, and it seems to be open on one side. There is some sediment that's built up, but not a lot. You rolled a special.
Okay.
It is narrow, so you're going to have to put on your Santa suit to go down there.
Yeah.
We have a couple small folks, though.
We do have some small people.
Strip them down, grease them up.
Who wants to play Kris Kringle?
I mean,
I look at Runt while I'm saying this.
I mean, it certainly beats being hauled up a chimney by a spider. So, yeah, sure.
True. Is the chimney clear? I mean, or is there like branches and sticks and crap?
Bird nests. Ooh,
Well, it's
spider
certainly not
webs.
clean.
Well, I mean, it's not sterile, but is it something that we could lower him down and not have too hard a time?
I'm sure any debris along the way could be easily removed.
That's what I needed to hear.
Okay.
Right, you up for it?
Heck yeah.
Okay. We'll set up the rope to winch him down. We will. Wes, somebody else can operate that flashlight, right?
Actually, no. It's
It
a
has
self
to be
spell. Yeah.
Isn't it the spell? Yeah.
We'll give Runt a torch.
I can't shine in his eyes as he goes down, though.
You can what?
Shine it into his face, shine it into his eyes so he can't see.
Oh yeah, that'll work.
Can you give me like an unlit torch and I'll light it when I get down there?
That's fine. I mean, light it when you need to.
I just don't want to
Now,
be crawling down this tight space with a lit torch.
No, I get it.
Hold it in front of you.
Uh huh.
Your call. So
I do have a light spell that is a touch spell. So whoever I touch gives off a 10-foot radius light.
Put it on the torch.
And it lasts for 10 minutes. Actually, 30.
Ooh.
Because
it's a 3rd level spell.
So while they hash this out, I'm gonna rig Runt up for lowering. I'm gonna suggest to Alexander that he keep an eye around us.
I mean, we talk as if there's enough room for me to have free clearance to be lowered. Is it that spacious, or is it like I need to crawl and wiggle my way down?
It's a chimney, so it's crawling and wiggling.
Yeah. There's no. I didn't think there would be any lowering. It's more like tie around my waist so that if I get stuck, you can pull me out.
I was thinking more tie it around your waist so that when you get attacked by the ravenous honey badgers at the bottom, we could pull you up.
Exactly,
yes.
pull you up afterwards.
No. His ankles. Tie it to his ankles and lower him head first, and that way you just pull up the legs.
If you do it that way,
there's no
you
lowering.
tie it around his neck. I mean, go on. We tie him up or tie him.
Tie him up and lower him down. Bob him a couple times. See if anything bites.
Something like that.
All right. Make a climb roll. Run.
Just a moment. I've gone upstairs to start kindling that conversation. Climb roll. So good at climbing, it has never let me down ever. Hey!
Oh my goodness! Look
I'm
at
not
that.
lying.
Holy cow!
You can put a check mark on your climb.
I would hope so.
So, Runt kind of leans over the opening, kind of looks down, and he kind of dives in and scrambles down. And
just like old times, this is how I did my B&E.
Okay. So, Brian, were you successful in casting a light spell?
Yes, I was.
Okay. So, where is that light source?
Where does Runt want it?
I mean, on the torch makes sense.
Okay.
Clearly, it's Christmas on his nose.
Can you make it colorful? Can you make it like red?
It doesn't say anything about
Red
color,
nose.
no.
I think that would be a GM call.
Sounds like an illusion spell to me. All right. Yeah, so Runt impresses everybody with his technique as he dives headfirst into the hole, scrambles down, seemingly without a care. Gets to the bottom. All right, Runt, make a scan roll.
That is not successful. Close, but
Okay.
not successful.
All right. Brian,
Yes.
make a roll for me, please.
$15.
Okay.
You know, we're burning all these now. When combat shows up and we start rolling 80s, we're going to pay for it.
All right, Runt. You're in the hole.
Yes.
There's the opening. Looks like stone walls. It's maybe 20 by 15, something like that. There's a ruined doors, obvious windows. Dirt has come in. The floor is covered in, maybe a foot of sediment, maybe a little more in places, like under the windows and at the door. I think the roof is slate, and there was enough sediment that slowly built up that it didn't crush it. The beams seem to be in reasonably good shape. Everything else in here is rotted, of course, because water comes in and fills up and drains out and so on. So
I assume that other adolescents wouldn't really have any trouble getting through here, right? I doubt I'm the first person down here. Ever
remember, you had to expose the opening to get in here.
Maybe.
So maybe 40 years ago, right? How long does it take for limbs to fall and leaves to cover it up? And, so certainly nothing within the last 40, 50 years or so. Maybe longer. Who knows?
All right. Well, hey, old habits die hard. I just broke into this house. I'm going to go look for bedrooms to rifle through their things for valuables.
Absolutely. So, yeah, there is a loft. Of course, it's rotted. But like I said, the beams, the rafters probably never hit water or infrequently. So, and you've got a rope, right? So you could lasso something up there. Okay. Roll percentile for me.
15.
Okay. If you don't have smell yet, you can put a check mark on smell. And
I think I have it as a separate thing under perception. So let me see if I can go here.
There is a scent of decay here.
Smell, which I don't have. And I can have a check mark. I'll need to figure out what my base and all that other stuff is, but we can figure that all out later.
Sure. Okay.
There is a smell of decay. Is it like material, natural organic decay, or is it like the dead bodies we found like in the swamp.
The latter.
That's worrisome. I'm gonna pull out my dagger and see if it's glowing.
What does this dagger do for you?
It glows in the presence of undead.
Well, you can see much easier now.
Uh-oh.
Shit. Okay. Does it glow more? It glows a blue color, a light blue. Does it glow more when I get closer to undead?
You've never seen it this bright before, I think.
Hmm. Hmm. Oh, shit. And do I hear any movements like they've noticed that I'm here and are starting to eat my brains?
You're not aware of any undead being aware of your brains.
Okay. I would like to be sneaky so as to not alert the undead of my presence.
With your glowing blue dagger of undead death.
I don't know that they can see.
Oh, by the way, as everyone or anyone who's looking down the hole, there's a slight change in the tint of the color down there. It's kind of a bluish tint to it now.
All right, I've forgotten. Do we actually know what that means? Because I don't want to.
I believe so, because you got the dagger from one of the treasure things.
It was discussed and talked about in terms of who it would be given
Right.
to, but I don't think we've ever run into anything that has made it glow before. So this would be the first time we're actually seeing it working.
And the flashlight probably overpowers that blue light anyway.
Fine. Alexander, grab a hold of this rope and
Yes.
hang on to it for me, okay?
I mean, Brent's not saying anything just
Okay.
yet.
Question. Brian.
Okay.
Is the light source like a torch, or is it like daylight?
I don't believe it actually says, but I'll double check. Hold on.
What's the radius on
It's
it?
10-foot radius.
Okay, so it's probably a yellow light then. So, that's 25, 3000 Kelvin. Blue light is in the 6000 Kelvin range. Or, I'm sorry, 5000.
But these aren't our Far Horizons characters, so it's not like we know that.
No, I'm not trying to point that out. I'm just trying to illustrate that 10-foot light is probably a torch, yellowish colored light. It's what you'd normally see in a house.
Yeah, but I'm also pushing the flashlight beam down the chimney too.
Okay, that's probably
Because
different.
we're using
That's
that to see
60
down the
feet.
chimney.
Yeah, so
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
it's 50 feet, not 60. I'm sorry.
okay, but still, that's a brighter beam,
Mm-hmm.
a more intense light. Okay, yeah, we can make a scan roll. So everybody make a scan roll who's actually looking down the hole. So that's who's that? Raymond and Wes, probably.
That's a success.
So he-
Regular.
Regular success. Okay,
Same
Raymond.
for me.
All right. So you probably didn't notice the difference then.
Nah.
Okay. Then I'll wait for him to scream.
Okay.
You know me so well.
Pull me up. Pull me up. Okay, Runt, what are you doing down there?
Can I see any containers that look like the sort of thing I would pilfer valuables from?
Sure. Yeah, there's rotted chests here and there. There's, it's think of it as a farmhouse, right?
Mhm.
So there was, that's probably the kitchen. Well, you're standing in the kitchen, probably, right? The fireplace doubles as the kitchen.
Does it look like there are any bodies here in the kitchen?
No.
Okay.
The farmer's daughter's probably up in the loft, though.
I know what song that is.
I'm going to leave the torch on the ground here.
Mhm.
I'm going to sheath my dagger so it stops emitting more light.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to try to sneak forward to try to find the source of the undead while leaving the things that would give away my presence behind.
Okay. In a small rectangular area.
I don't have a lot of options.
All right.
Climb out the window.
So make another scan roll.
20, oh, nope, 88. Nope.
Okay. All right. So as I mentioned, there's a loft above you. There's the ground floor here. You're looking around on this level. You see no bodies. You see wreckage of, furniture and chairs and tables, and that's probably an old chest over there. And it's an old farmhouse.
All right, well, seems pretty safe, so I don't know what the dagger's talking about. So I'll go over to the chest.
Okay.
But again, I'll be trying to walk quietly and try to move into places with what furniture there is so that I am in the shadows cast by the light of the torch that I left behind.
Okay. All right. You put the torch on the ground?
Yeah, because that's what I said. I was leaving it behind so that, and I shoot the dagger so that I'm not emitting light.
All right.
And anything that thinks I'm here is seeing might be looking at the light source instead of me.
All right. What's your power?
15.
Okay.
Why are you bitching about a 15?
Because he's asking my power to see if they incidentally notice me.
Uh-huh. Dead don't use sight.
Yeah.
Is there something alive out here? I'm sniffing out.
No, I'm whining because mine's an 11.
Oh, well, whine away.
Well, you're good. You're better at sneaking then.
But if you hurry up, there might be a power opportunity down here. All right. Okay, you're at the chest.
Do I hear anything moving?
Make a listen roll.
Nope, all clear. Let's go.
Clear.
Fuck. Yeah, let's open the chest. Why not?
Wow. Okay. So after what?
You say chest, but does this look like a coffin?
Quiet, you. Peanut gallery. Oh my gosh.
I'm just thinking of that scene in Dead and Loving It where they go and stake him.
All right.
I'm just waiting for this to be an infant vampire.
No, it's going to be a Drugar.
Quiet, you. Oh my god. Are there any Drugar down there?
Wes was just thinking, maybe we should talk to Raymond. Hey, remember the last time we ran to buildings north of the ocean?
I do.
Oh my god. All right. Yeah, so it's not trapped or anything. You lift the lid and it certainly goes, it's rusted metal on metal, and it's really noisy.
Mm-hmm.
Not the undead can hear, but let me just see if they sniff you out.
They don't have ear holes.
All right. Yeah, okay, so you open it up. It's obviously been here undisturbed for a very long time. There's a rotted cloth over the top of something.
All right, I'll rummage through it.
Okay.
Do I need to roll to rummage through it?
No. Although you can make a scan roll.
Oh my god! Every single time. It was a 1 and then 89.
Oh god, it doesn't get any better. All right. Um. You'll find some rusted uh, you know, utensils, and I think most of anything organic has rotted away. Yeah, you don't really see anything of value.
All right. Well, time to make the way towards the bedroom then. That's usually where things that are more valuable would be, anyways.
Okay, how are you going to get up there?
Oh, that's right. It is the up place, right? It is the loft sort of thing.
Mhm.
There's a table in here, right? And it has not completely rotted away.
Yeah.
Can I, if I climb on the table, does that give me enough clearance to like hoist
Jump
myself
up?
up to it? Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
All right. I will climb up on the table and try to peek up into the loft.
Okay. So I rolled to see if the table would support you, and it fumbled. So
Uh-oh.
make a Dex times 3 roll. The table legs break.
That's a no. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
That's almost a fumble for myself, right?
So have you ever seen those pictures where the kitty tries to jump up on something and its back
Mm-hmm.
legs slip out and it just kind of doesn't go anywhere but falls flat?
Yep.
That's you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you kind of, you know, try to uh, leap out, and the table just completely gives way under you and provides no lift at all. And so it's like just stretching your legs out, and yeah, you fall flat. But I mean, it's only from, a couple feet up, so it doesn't really hurt when you fall. Um,
I failed the listen check to hear that.
oh, Brian can make a listen roll.
Oh. I didn't.
Okay. Let me see if anything else makes a listen roll. Okay. Everyone can make another listen roll.
This is to hear the juju zombies.
Normal success.
Oh. Another failure.
A normal success.
Runt.
Oh, me too. Okay.
Definitely you.
Hey, a 6.
Okay. That's a
Let's see.
special. Probably.
Special. On a listen, my listen's only 68. I don't think that's a crit.
Oh, no, not a crit,
but
no.
certainly a special.
Yeah.
So you hear a couple of things. The first thing you hear is bones grinding against bones in a low sort of moaning sound, which you vaguely recall hearing once before, with, I might add, some degree of trepidation and fear. But you also hear what kind of sounds like a hummingbird, and it like zips past you towards the fireplace.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
Cowardice is the better part of valor, right? Right. I don't want to run away.
Okay.
Yep. To the chimney, and up and pull.
Okay. Make a climb roll. You see Runt appear below you, and is calling up for you all to pull him out. In the meantime, you can all make a listen roll again.
Oh my goodness, no. And a 95, I think that is a fumble on my climb.
No, 95 is not even an automatic failure. 96 is an automatic failure.
Right.
Oh, okay.
But it's not a success. On the other hand, you do get a bonus for people pulling on the rope.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. But I missed my listen.
Okay.
I would need over 30 points to make it.
Okay. Alexander, did you make a listen roll?
I did. It was 29.
Okay.
Which is a normal success.
All right. You will hear some wood breaking and collapsing coming from the chimney. Wes and Raymond, what is your combined strength versus Runt's size?
My strength is 10.
All right.
Mine's 17, so that's 27.
Okay.
And
my size is 9.
9.
Okay. So you won't have any trouble pulling him up, but he's not helping the situation at all. So how fast?
We could always fumble.
What?
We could always fumble.
It does seem to be the time for it.
Maybe I'm confused. So
I believe his suggestion was that they should roll in case they fumble.
Oh, right. Yeah. So we need one roll for the two of you.
Go for it, Remain. You're stronger.
You and your big frickin'.
Okay, so that's always a failure.
Yes.
So there is no success on pulling Runt up.
That's because we were paying attention, didn't hear anything. So we're scrambling to pull up all the loose rope first.
Okay, so let's see. Its movement is to get up and move, which causes the loft to collapse. So it falls, and it fails its dex roll to not go prone. It rolled a 96. So there's something hits the ground behind you, Runt, as you're trying, or below you. I mean, you're in the fireplace. You're trying to climb up. You haven't made any progress, but something hit the ground, in the room back there. So
hopefully taking some damage.
Yeah, right.
Hey, we can hope.
Okay. All right, so now we're in rounds. So round one, from the point of it getting up and moving to attack front, which is the same round that you guys are trying to pull him up, and he's attempting to climb up again. So run, make a climb roll.
78 is still a failure. I need 17 assist to make it up.
Okay. Raymond, go ahead and make a pull on the rope roll. So success will give him a plus 20%.
Okay.
And I think, let's see, what was it? 27 is 9.
Yeah.
So anything but a failure would give him 20% critical, or a special would be 30, and I think a critical is what, 50?
Yes,
I think that's how that breaks down.
Yes, it is.
So you give him a 20% bonus, which will succeed in providing assistance to him. So that makes your climb roll, right?
That
Yes.
is.
I rolled a 78. My climb is 61.
So 81
Yep.
is your chance. So that's a success. So you're climbing up. All right. Behind you, in the meantime, something has gotten up and is climbing up the chimney after you.
What the fuck?
And it made an 85 on its climb roll. So not particularly successful. You hear claws scraping on stone below you.
Shit.
Creepy.
Okay. This is round 2. A success will get you out of the chimney. Runt, make a roll.
You ready for 100?
Yes, do it.
Too
Do it.
bad. I rolled a 23. I succeeded.
Oh, yeah, but they might fumble and drop you.
Raymond?
No, we special.
Yeah.
Fine. All right, you're up.
Pull my dagger out. Undead.
Ooh, jump
Show him
back.
the glowing blue dagger.
Okay. The Druger has specialed his climb roll, and you see claws come up on the lip of the chimney as the Druger pulls itself up.
Stab it with your dagger, Runt.
Well, I mean, we will now, now that we're all here in combat rounds.
Yeah, its movement is to get out. This thing crawls up behind Runt.
Runt says, I will on my initiative order.
Oh. I have to get it. And gets that one, not that one. I want. Yeah, not that one. There it is. that one. Hang on a second while I find this random creature that you decided to attempt to attack.
I don't believe we've attacked it yet.
Disturbed.
Robbed its house, yes.
We didn't rob anything.
Yet.
We broke his table.
That's right. Broke his table.
Break my table.
I mean, that table is an antique.
That's true.
That's true. It's destroyed now because of someone standing on it, putting all of his 9 size of weight on it, and
Plus jumping.
it.
That puts
Plus
strength
jumping,
into it.
Right. That's right. How disrespectful. Okay, it's not a demon.
Ooh. That would make me pucker.
Where the heck is this thing? They put it in some weird place. It's not dead, for God's sake.
Yes,
who?
it is in the farm animals section.
Right after the chicken.
Because they expect your players to use Control Undead to make it plow the fields.
Sorry, that kind of stuff just bugs me. Oh, I am a necromancer. Your grandma is gonna toil the fields forever. What's wrong with that? They're just bones.
Yeah, now she can feed
I was just reading that module
our
the
entire
other day.
tribe by herself. Farming all day and night, every single day, without tire, without sleep, without food.
Or it could be pulling buckets of water out of a sunken fortress into the swamp.
Or better yet, draining the swamp.
Do we still need labor at the vineyard?
Right. Oh my gosh. There they are. Wait, no, that's not it. Sorry, guys, this is taking me a minute. No, I got them, but what the heck book are they in?
They're in the Vikings Game Master book. At least mine are.
There they are. Okay, I got the right book finally. Oh, come on. Don't freeze up on me now. Sorry, guys, this is taking me a minute. I wasn't necessarily expecting you to run into freaking Trugger right away. It's like, oh, let's go find the undead.
Somebody's got to do it.
Clearly,
true.
you don't know us very well.
The one thing we
Really?
can't kill properly.
That's
I
right.
think we can. We absolutely can.
This is
We're
gonna
in
take
a
us
much
way
better
too
shape
long.
than last time we found one. I'm not so worried about the drugger so much as the other thing that we released.
The hummingbird?
Yeah.
You call it a hummingbird. We all know it's a dire mosquito.
Oh, God.
Maybe it's a will-o-wisp. Start shooting us with lightning bolts.
It's tiny. Minus 50 to hit.
Okay, I got one finally. Okay. Okay. See if he has got a weapon on him. Ooh. Interesting.
That doesn't sound good.
All right. So yeah, random undead encounters in the middle of the valley.
That's why you have to do dungeon work until you're strong enough to survive the wilderness.
Okay. All right. So, as the yes, you all recognize it. It's a Draugr. As it comes up, right, it just and these clawed hands come up and it pulls itself up. You can see that it's got a chain hauberk, and it reaches over its shoulder as it climbs up, stands on the rim of the broken chimney top. It's this bloated figure. The chain is, how to put this, at the full extent, right? It's kind of puffed out around it. It reaches over its back and pulls out a double-bitted axe. It's holding in one hand.
It made up the chimney with a double-beaded axe on its back.
Well, remember it failed its first attempt to come up behind you.
Well, now we know why.
Obviously slowed down by this axe. Now, when it takes the axe in hand, you'll notice that the blade has runic symbols in silver.
Ooh. Take it.
I'm sorry, I said double-bitted. That's wrong. It's a blade on one side and a spike on the opposite side, and a pointy thing. Okay. Sorry. It lets out a low moan as it scans, it sees you all. There's a shadow that extends out from it, darkening the area.
Jump back.
Okay. So, as it's doing that, what are you guys going to do?
I'd draw the dagger and stab it.
Okay.
Wes is going to jump back and fire a shock bolt.
Okay.
I'm going to cast my Repel Undead 5 and then take a step back.
All right.
I'll pull my longsword and take a step forward to swing on it.
Okay. Reading weapons. Okay. It's not going to attack until 11. So, anybody who can do anything before 11, do so.
Isn't that everybody?
I don't know. Depends on everybody's readying weapons and moving and doing stuff.
That's why I
should
cast
be able
first.
I think I should be able to attack on both 4 and 8.
I attack on 10.
4 and 8. Why 4 and 8?
My melee strike think is 3 and my dex is 1.
Normally you only get 1 attack per round, unless you're over 100%.
Or firing a missile weapon.
Or
Or
firing.
shooting a bow. Okay. Then I stab once.
Okay. All right. Okay, so
And so if I stab on 4, I can also backpedal away on the other ticks.
if you want to disengage from it, yeah.
What does disengage take as strike ranks?
Um,
As an
so
action?
if you want to attack and then step away from him, he will get an opportunity attack on you. This is
So
typically how it works.
disengage would be a separate action in lieu of an attack. Disengage doesn't have a strike rank.
So to disengage in such a fashion that he doesn't get a free attack on you involves spending the round defending and then stepping away at the end of the round.
Then yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. I'll stab him.
Okay, you're going to stab him. All right. It sounds like you probably go, let's see, you have to add 5 to ready a weapon, right?
Okay, that's still going 9.
So you go in 9. Does anybody go before 9?
My spell goes off long before 9.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
So. Whoops, wait a minute, sorry. Hit the button twice. 54.
54. And what is your power?
11.
Okay. 54 is not going to succeed in repelling him. You were using repel? What were you using?
Repellent at 5.
Okay.
And don't forget, every extra level is -5 to his roll.
Oh, that's level on level, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have 5 levels of repel. I don't know what level he is.
Okay. So so that'll give you that amount, which is your power versus his. Now, okay, so let me look at I'm pretty sure that's still going to miss, but
I wouldn't be surprised at all, but
yeah, I can do that in my head. So, it's 5 minus 10 is 5, which means you need that number or better to succeed. Okay. All right. That did not succeed.
do I have any idea of how close it is?
I would not describe it as close.
Okay.
There is some considerable resistance to your repel. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Okay. And you were saying that you want to move away, but are you sure that you want to do that?
I do not want to be within weapon range of him when he swings that thing. No.
Okay, if you step away from him, that's going to give him an opportunity attack.
Oh, well then no.
Okay.
I thought you said it was going to take him some time to pull his weapon out. So, okay.
So
I will stand there. I'm good.
I think that's why he's going on 11.
Nope, I'm good. That's all fine.
okay. You may recall from your prior encounter with these things that they attack with both claws and if they've got a weapon, they'll use the weapon also. So he's going to get an attack with something soon-ish, right?
Right. Well, I'm also one of
Okay.
the big fighters anyway, so.
All right. Okay. So, yes, not disengaging. I'm sorry, I was just trying to point out that,
Nope.
yeah, even though the axe isn't ready yet, that doesn't mean if you step away from him that he isn't going to get an attack with you,
Yep.
on you with a claw.
I'm good.
Okay.
I
Right.
appreciate it.
Okay. So that takes care of you two for the moment. When does Alexander go?
10.
And you have to move forward, right? Did you include the movement?
No, I go on
Probably 11.
11, yes.
Yeah, I don't think you were that far away.
No, I wasn't.
Okay. Does Brian have anything?
I go on 9.
Okay, so go ahead.
Okay, I'm overcharging the shock bolt.
Okay.
Come on. Oh! Ooh, that was almost a 100. That's an 8.
Ooh.
That's a special.
Ooh.
Does
I
that do
might
double
not
damage?
die.
I'm sorry, what?
Does that do double damage? A special on my shock bolt?
It should be an electrical special.
I have no idea what that would be.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay.
Fortunately.
So you just want me to roll my d4s then?
Hang on.
Oh, okay.
I've got the red book of spells.
Have you seen my reviews?
I have. They've been very entertaining.
GM concerns.
Yes. Why are you wording things this way? Because
we're not writing a novel where we change the way we say things so people don't get sick of it. We try to be clear and concise.
You should say that specifically at some point. Because they need to hear it.
I'll do that in next Power versus Power 1.
Yeah. Okay, here it is. This is like a lightning bolt. So on a special, it does the same as an impale.
Ooh, excellent. Max plus
And
rolled.
And a critical does the special plus a heat.
Oh, plus
roll.
a heat.
Yes.
New stuff. We haven't covered this before.
I don't think it's happened before.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Okay, so do you want me to make the heat roll first?
Is it a critical or a special?
It's a special.
Okay, so you don't get the heat.
Oh, I don't get the heat.
You
Okay.
you get the
Impale effect.
impale effect.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, which is
For
max
lightning.
plus rolled, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So here comes my 4d4s. 1, 2, 3, 4. For a total of 13 plus 4 times 4 is 16, so that's 29.
Okay, I need a location.
Okay. D20. Roll a 20. Roll a 20. Oh, 16. Which is probably not the chest is above that now, isn't it? Yeah, right arm.
Okay, so right arm.
That's probably
You know,
gonna
if you
save
blast
some
his arm
lives.
off, that's one less attack.
True.
And if it's the right arm, that's the one holding the big ass axe.
Yes.
yes, he's trying to ready his axe, so you shoot his arm off.
Except he's got 20 points of armor.
Didn't you just say you impale? Isn't impale?
Doesn't ignore armor.
Only a critical would ignore armor.
Yeah.
Then what does the impale actually do?
It does max damage
Lots
plus
of
roll
damage.
Oh,
yeah.
max
Yeah,
plus.
gave me an
roll,
extra
okay.
16 points of damage.
Well, that's still pretty nice.
Yeah, that was nice. 29 is nothing to laugh at.
Mm-mm.
Unless you're a Droog.
I mean, it'd kill me straight up.
Okay. That, in fact, will incapacitate the arm.
Yes! Success!
Yes, indeed. So he takes... That hurt. So he's pulling this axe out, and this bolt springs from Wes's hand, blasting his arm. He drops the axe. He doesn't really feel pain, but he is angry. Brr. Okay. He has, I believe. Oh, he's got 4 targets. Everybody steps up to him. So, when he swings with his claw, he has 4 targets. Let's see. Let's use the.
I mean, if there is any sort of intelligence behind it, I have the dagger that is like. I mean, it has to acknowledge some presence of undead, right? So I don't actually know if it does anything to them special, but maybe it sees that.
And I
mean,
did
if
jump
that's
back
like
when he climbed out.
I mean, I'm saying I'm perfectly fine with him punching me in the face.
Okay. Yes, the dagger is out by the time he is ready to attack. Yeah, I don't know that his awareness is specific enough to know that the dagger might be more threatening than anybody
Okay.
else. Certainly at this point, he's randomizing who he's going to attack. So from the top, Wes is 1, Alexander is 2, Raymond is 3, and Rents is 4. And he hits Runt. Well, he swings at Runt. And his claw attack is... Oh, I just well roll it right here. And he hits you. He hits you in location 3.
I would like to attempt to parry it with the dagger.
You may do so.
Oh, that was so close. That does not. That does not.
Does not. All right. He does
Likes
lots
to
of...
do that to me today. It went from a 17 to a 17.
So he does lots of damage.
Yep.
As you may recall.
Oh, well, yeah.
Clear the dice and roll these 3 times. You take 10 points of damage. Oh, wait, I missed one. Yes, it's 46 damage.
Ouch.
13. Ow.
Where am I taking 13?
Location 3. Oh, wait. Location 13. Add 10 because he's above you. I'm sorry. Let me look that up. What is location 13?
That's
right?
where I was going, is the lookup tables.
Oh, it's one of the arms. Right arm.
Yeah, I knew.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
I do have a
I have.
question.
Go for it.
Can Wes cast an instantaneous spell which does not require preparation in reaction to him, the Drugar attacking Runt? What I'm looking at is the blur spell. From Shield Mastery.
Well, you've already cast a spell this round. So I'm pretty sure you can't cast another spell this round.
Okay.
So I don't think so.
So he did 13. I have armor of 2.
So you take 11 to the arm.
Okay.
The arm can take how much?
4.
So it's not triple.
Because of my armor, it's not triple.
So your arm does not go flying off. However, that's a huge hit to your arm. You take how much can you take to the arm?
Just double.
4. So you take 8 total hit points, and your right arm is incapacitated.
And then so I would also drop the glowy dagger.
Yes.
Okay, so I can only take 8 of that 11, or do I take that full 11 to my general hit points?
No, you only take double the location.
Only the
Okay.
8.
And since you only have 9 general hit points, that's a good thing.
I have 14 general hit points.
Well, okay. It's still a good thing you only take 8.
Yes, it is.
All right. Big bad scary monster. Ow, that hurt.
Yep.
The dagger, by the way, continues to glow even though you're not holding it.
Cool.
Okay. You may continue your actions, whoever's left.
It
Raymond,
does
do you have
say
anything?
that an adventurer so
Yes.
damaged in a single blow is functionally incapacitated.
Oh, that's right.
They
Let's
can
do
no
a
longer
system
fight until
shock.
healed and are in shock.
Yeah, I don't believe in the automatic thing. I don't like that. But we'll do a system shock.
Okay.
So that your con times 3 minus the amount of damage.
Oh, I definitely failed.
Okay, so he falls over unconscious, or well, he's in shock. So what do they specify about shock? I think
They don't. That was a really stupid thing. They talk about shock in a number of places, but they never really define what that is or the effects.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure it means that they do specify that you can't attack.
Right, yeah.
Right. But it doesn't mean that you can't back away from a threat.
Right, yes. Yeah, so they actually they may try to heal themselves, what it says.
Right. So okay. So yes, you could potentially back away from it, but yeah, you're holding your arm, you're in shock.
I'll do the horror movie backpedaling away while on the ground, which is just absolutely terrible and just a recipe for dying.
Okay. Although he probably can't reach you if you're on the ground at this point. If you fall to the ground, you're going to crawl away or something.
Yeah.
That's okay. Okay. Are you bleeding? I guess it wasn't a crit. I'm not going to make you bleed. Yeah.
They don't have bleeding for limbs for some reason. I do it on a triple, amputation. But
that makes sense.
It's not listed that way.
Yeah.
Man, I can bleed if you want me to. I'm okay with it.
No, if it was a crit, it'd be more damage, of course. And all right. Okay. So you fall. You're crawling away from the scene, holding your arm best as you can, and yes, you're in shock. Okay. 1 down, 3 to go. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? Who's left? Alexander, I think, hasn't gone yet.
Yes, I have not gone yet.
All right. And what are you attacking it with?
My long sword.
Okay.
The 1 point of magic damage that it will do.
Roll.
Normal success.
Okay. And yes, you already know that it only does. Oh, but where do you hit it?
Let's see where I hit it. A 19, which
Ooh.
on the list is...
Oh, that should be the head. Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Yep.
You hit him in the head for 1 point.
Woo-woo!
Well,
Got him, boys.
He's already taken a lot of damage, so that little tick mark helps. And it's to the head, so if somebody else hits him in the head. All right. So yeah, there's a lot of resistance, by the way, but the magic overcomes its regular. Okay. Does Raymond have anything? Your caster spell, you're ready to weapon, right?
Yep. It's probably more accurate to say I readied my shield, but let's go with that.
Well, you've probably got enough time to do both.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I know. I assumed he was going to swing at me, so I was ready to defend myself, but
Well, that's a good option.
it's a good option.
Yeah, it would have been nice if I had, in fact, defended myself.
Yes, it would have, but these things happen.
Repeatedly, to me, all day long.
Let's go find the one undead in the entire valley. Oh, there's probably more. Sorry.
Yeah, there's probably more.
All right. And they usually only come out at night. By the way, he does seem to be affected by the daylight.
I was going to ask about that.
Yes. Okay. So I think we're done with this round, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
All right. New round. Red backs away. Okay, same as intent.
Same as last.
Panic.
Back up and fire.
Panic, scream, and run away. On the ground, slowly.
Panic, scream, and crawl away.
Yeah.
All right. And Wes, you said something, but I couldn't make it out.
Oh, same thing. Back up and fire.
Okay. So I've only got Alexander. Oh, wait. You're going to disengage from him?
Did he move forward to engage me? Because when he came out of the thing, I jumped back as well.
Oh, that's right. So you were not. So I should have rolled for you last time. Dang it. Okay. That is what it is.
I mean, he was first on the list, and I was max value, so
There you go.
realistically, it's the same target.
Run's always the most tastiest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I've got 2 targets. Okay, so Raymond, statement of intent?
How far away am I from the dagger?
It's fell wherever Rum is, so it's at your feet.
I will cast my repel spell again, and then I will pick up the dagger.
Mhm.
Because I figure it's probably more effective than my sword.
Probably so.
So
you drop the sword. So you plan to drop the sword and pick up the dagger and otherwise defend yourself with the shield.
Yep.
Okay. Alexander.
When I see that Raymond is going for the dagger, I'll register that we. Alexander was going to go for the dagger as well, but since Raymond is also going to go for the dagger, and I have a weapon that can do damage, I'm going to continue to swing and try and defend Raymond while he picks up the dagger.
Okay. All right. So I think we're into strike ranks. So he's not going to go until late in the round. So that's probably everybody's going before him. So let's just start at the top. Wes.
Okay. No! Failure.
Okay. Alexander.
Okay. 41 success.
Okay. He does not parry or dodge. Location.
16, which is the
Left arm.
left arm.
Which is not the head. That's the key.
Uh-huh.
Sadly, it is not the head.
Left arm.
Okay.
That and total
Damage
points go
would
to...
be just 1. Yep.
That's correct. All right. Chipping away at him. Raymond, go ahead and cast your repel.
Oh, not at all.
Okay.
Don't mind me.
You pick up the dagger, Runt crawls away, and the Draugr swings. He's only got 2 choices. So 1 and a 2 is Alexander, 3 and a 4 is Raymond. It's a 3, Raymond. He swings at you. He hits you in location 15.
I successfully dodge.
Wow. Well, be sure to give yourself a check mark, because he would have done 13 points.
To the where?
13. What did I roll? Anybody remember what I rolled?
For location, no.
All right, don't worry about it.
I think
Yeah, I mean,
left,
you dodged. So
I
it's
think it
fine.
was left. I think it was left arm. He would
Oh,
have
okay.
done 13 damage to your left arm.
Okay.
Swish.
That would hurt
That would have hurt.
a little.
I think that's the end of the round. Am I right? I think I'm right.
Yep.
I think so.
All right. Round 3. He's gonna step down off of the chimney.
Wes is going to back up again and fire.
Okay. He's gonna be swinging at Alexander this time. And
Okay, I'll be
he's only got-
parrying.
Okay, he's only got his arm, his left arm. So, all right.
That is a special, not a critical.
Okay.
Sadly, very close to a critical though.
Location.
Maybe. $19.
Oh, geez, you hit him in the head again.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, it's only going to do 2 points.
I know, it's so upsetting.
Okay.
But we'll get him eventually.
Every little bit.
The sword's not doing enough. It's getting stuck in his skin.
All right. Okay. Wes, I believe, or Raymond, it's one of the two of you.
Well, because I'm overcharged and it takes me time, so I don't go until 9.
Oh, okay. Raymond,
Is this the third round or the second round?
third.
Oh, well, I'm gonna attack him with my wonderful dagger.
Okay. You're not gonna try the repel again?
Nah, you've told me that it was really hard to do on a 50, so if I have to roll like a 30 or less, I'll just hit him with a dagger.
All right. What's your dagger skill?
49.
Okay.
Technically better.
Technically better.
That's true. All right.
I miss.
And you miss. Okay. How much did you miss by?
Like 30.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's too much. Dagger's good, but it's not that good. I guess it's everybody. All right. So.
Well, I haven't gone.
Oh, I thought you did. And
Nope.
rolled a 92.
No, that was last round.
Oh. All right.
Okay, so here's my cast. There we go. That's a success.
Okay.
That's a whopping 7 points.
Location?
To the 7. That should be the abdomen. Yep.
Abdomen. Okay. That does not get through his armor. All right. I think. Is that everybody? Did Raymond go?
I've gone
did.
3 times.
Yeah, and you missed. All right. So I get to swing. And I was swinging at Raymond, I think, is what I rolled earlier. Okay.
You've swung at Runt and me, and I think
Twice.
this was Alexander's.
What?
You.
I rolled a 3.
Okay.
So that's you.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, 1 and 2 is Alexander, 3 and 4 is you.
That's fine.
And he hits you. Ooh,
He does, huh?
that might actually be a special.
Well, I dodged, so.
Did you special your dodge?
No, I did not. So if you special, then.
Then that's going to be a hit. Ow. Okay. Let me get the. Has anybody got the special versus regular? Let me get that up.
Oh, the Matrix?
Yeah, Matrix.
If you're using the RQIII one, I've got it right here, yeah.
Okay, what is it?
Special attack
Versus regular dodge.
regular dodge. That should be just a normal attack. Let me double check. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Attack does special success damage.
Oh,
that sucks.
That's not good at all. All right. Okay, the all-important location then. 14. 14 is right arm.
Okay.
He doesn't like the dagger, obviously.
Clearly
not.
Okay, so special is it max damage?
It's a slash, so it's damage rolled twice. Plus damage
rolled.
bonus.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, okay. All right. So
yeah, damage bonus is just once.
Okay, so the regular damage is only a d6. So that's rolled twice, plus the damage bonus roll. Okay. Yep. So that's not quite as bad, but it's still going to be bad. So its regular claw damage is a d6. So those are rolled twice. So that's 4 points. But then it gets a strength bonus. Ouch. 18 to the right arm, I believe it was.
18, you said?
I did.
Okay. It does not amputate the arm.
Oh, thank God.
However.
I'm like, I'm more than double.
Okay.
But I'm not a triple.
So, it's shock, right? Is 3 times con.
All right, so that's 51. I special that.
Okay, so you are not suffering shock. However, you have an incapacitated right arm.
Doesn't give me a check mark, does it?
3 times con? No.
Okay.
One
just checking.
time.
Oh, that's right. It
Yeah.
has to be 1 times.
1 times con.
Well, I've rolled 1 times con.
It only has to be 1 time con.
I mean,
Okay.
I rolled a 9.
That's awesome. You succeed.
It's fine. Go ahead.
You drop the dagger.
Of course.
All right. Ow. These things are dangerous. All right.
They are.
Okay. Did I miss anybody? I believe that's the end of the round. So we're in round 4, statements of intent. I should ask Brunt. You can attempt to heal yourself. So if you've got first aid, you could attempt first aid your right arm.
I do have a positive value in first aid.
Okay. You can do harm to yourself, you know, if you fumble.
I didn't fumble, but I missed it by 4, just
All right.
barely.
Okay, so you get out your bandages, and you've got bloody bandages everywhere. Okay. Okay. This is round 4. I already marked that. He's gonna swing at D4. 2. Alexander, it's your turn. He turns his attention to you, apparently seeing that Raymond is no longer a threat. So he doesn't go until 10, I think it is. So yeah, he goes in 10. All right. So what are you guys doing? Wes, what are you doing?
Same.
Okay, Alexander, what are you doing? There's a glowy dagger on the ground at your feet, ish.
Picking up glowy dagger, stabbing bad guy with glowy dagger.
Okay, +5 to ready a new weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Raymond, what are you doing?
I am casting my super awesome healing 3, and then I'm picking my sword back up again because clearly the dagger's not for me.
Or anyone.
Or anyone, apparently. All right.
Hopefully the Karst broadsword of vigilance will deal with this issue.
You do know that Alexander's sword is magic. It's on the ground there too now.
Oh, is it next to me?
Well, you guys were, yeah.
Oh, well, then I'll pick it up.
Okay. So Alexander goes for the dagger. Raymond goes for the sword.
Although, wait
Just
a minute.
playing musical weapons.
My sword's magical.
There you go.
There you go. I'm picking up my sword.
Yeah, you ready your sword.
Yeah.
You do swing your sword better than you swing my sword, I believe.
Yeah, I do. So I'll pick up my sword.
Okay. You bump heads as you both bend over to grab weapons on the ground.
Sure.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
I think somebody's going to fumble. That's exactly what's going to happen here.
Hush you.
All right. Wes.
Yes.
You're probably going to go before they do because they're both grabbing weapons.
Yeah, I go like on 6.
Actually, I was healing first, then grabbing a weapon.
Oh, okay. So Alexander will be down before you are. I mean, to get the dagger.
Yes, there's some syncopation going on.
That's right. You're bobbing. We're weaving and bobbing. You can't hit me.
Can't hit me, neener.
Oh, I should see who he's going to attack.
That's a failure.
You did. He was attacking Alexander.
Okay. All right. Okay. Alexander, will you go before 10?
With the pickup, yes.
Really? Daggers aren't very fast, you know.
They're not fast, but they were fast. Is the dagger on a lower strike rank? It is. Okay, I go on 11.
There are 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go on 11, not 10. Sorry.
Okay. So I think he goes next then. All right. He swings at Alexander, which was predetermined. He's going to hit. Oh,
Normal.
wait. Maybe not. Maybe. He missed. Whoa,
Oh.
he missed.
Okay.
Yeah, the sunlight's bothering him.
The sun was in my eyes.
All right. Go. Alexander, I think you're next.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
What's your dagger skill?
It is low, but that's low enough to hit it. That's a normal success.
Ooh. All right, Ron. What do you know about the dagger?
The dagger that I know is 1d6 plus 1 plus 2. It's a 1d6 plus 1 with a plus 2 enchantment.
Okay.
Oh, it adds 10% to your value to hit because it's a plus 2
Oh.
enchantment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you know that it.
I know that it detects the presence of undead, but we didn't learn anything about it doing anything in particular special to the undead
I see. Okay.
Yet.
So, you know that it does a d6 plus 3.
Okay. And location is first. Location 19!
Are you kidding
Holy
me?
cow.
Yes, sir. 3 hits in the head. I'm killing this Dwarger. All right. And then damage is d6 plus 3 plus my strength bonus. That is 4, 8, 3, 11 damage to the head.
11 to the head.
Put the dagger right in his skull.
Pick up the dagger. Okay. So you can roll another d6.
Okay. A 1.
Oh. Okay. All right. You hit him in the head.
I mean, plus your strength modifier.
I already rolled the strength modifier.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah. So he's got something of a thick head. You actually do damage to it. Surprisingly. Yeah. Okay.
I'll shout with excitement. I actually. hey, we did something to it.
I poked it in the head. Wow. All right. Anybody else? Did I miss anybody? Okay, new round. This is round. Oh, did you get your healing off, Raymond?
That's the die roll that's up right now. I left it up for you.
All right. So this is round 5. I believe everybody's going to continue on. So, when's your attack, Alexander?
11. Oh wait, no. Now my attack is at 6. Sorry.
Okay, that makes more sense. So, Raymond, what are you doing? More healing? Gonna swing?
I'm gonna swing.
All right. And when does your attack go?
6.
Okay. All right, go ahead. You guys are before it.
Want to go first, Raymond?
I'm getting there. A 17, which becomes there's a plus 10 to the hit, so I would normally hit on a 69, so that is not a special, it's just a base success.
Okay, roll location.
Boo. I don't know. That's a hit in the 1.
Okay, it's a right leg.
I hate that. And so normally I would roll D8 plus 3 plus a D4. But Does he take all the damage or just the magic portion?
It's just the magic portion.
Which I think is a whopping 2.
Oh, you got a 2-point sword?
Well, a normal broadsword is D8 plus 1. This one specifically does D8 plus 3. So
is it?
I believe. Oh, sorry, Bruce.
go ahead.
Is it quality? A +1 from quality and a +1 from magic?
You can rule it that way if you want. My notes are unclear.
That is what I believe we found, was a +1 quality, +1 magic broadsword.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I thought. Okay.
That works for me. I have now noted that on my sheet.
I'm sorry, what location did you hit him?
1.
One's the right leg.
Because I was saying how much it sucks that you roll a 1 and it's just the right leg.
But that's 1 more point of damage. Let's see. Okay. All right. Got it. And who's next? Alexander, I believe.
I am next.
Here.
Ooh! Success.
All right. Location.
And the location is 13, which I believe is... I just missed the chest, right arm.
It's the right arm.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. And then damage is D6.
No, it's
Sorry.
2d6.
It's 2d6.
2d6 plus 3.
You know, much as I hate to
2d6.
mention it, he has no right arm.
Plus
He
3.
can still take damage.
Okay.
Plus my
He just goes to total hit
D4.
points.
Oh, that's such a terrible roll.
I was hoping it would roll to the chest.
8 damage.
8 damage. And I'm sorry, where did you hit him?
Right arm.
Right arm.
8 damage
That's
to the right
That's
arm.
right. Right arm. So that does not get through the armor or the absorption. It's 8 total, right?
Yes, there's 8 total. Only
Okay.
2 of those points are magic.
So you do a little bit of damage. 1, 2. All right. Sorry. Okay. He's still kicking. So he's gonna swing.
I've got shock bolt coming.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Do your shock bolt.
Odd 8 again.
Nice.
It's a special.
Yeah, location.
Location is 4. That's one of the legs. Left leg.
Yeah. Left leg. Okay. But this is a special, right?
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, whopping 7 plus 16.
23?
Yep, 23.
That'll be enough.
Yes.
3, so 10, 20, 30. Yep. You overcome his hit points. He collapses. Wow. Congratulations.
Somebody chop off its head!
I immediately go and heal run.
I'll chop the head off with the dagger.
Okay.
I did succeed at my first aid roll that round too.
Okay. So it's a D3 healing plus whatever Raymond gives you.
My first spell gave him 4. And how much does he need after that?
I took 8. I just healed 3. You healed 4. I'm okay with sitting at 1.
Okay. I mean, I can first aid you and try to get the 1.
If you'd like. I mean,
No reason not to.
Yeah. We might need it.
Yeah, it ain't happening, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
Every point matters. Okay, you've learned that the dagger does an additional d6 damage to undead. So it does weapon damage roll
That's
twice.
sick. How do we know this? Like, do we believe it's because it's Elvish make?
Strictly speaking, I would have you roll your dagger skill to go, oh, that's what it's doing, but I just gave it to you instead.
Okay.
So if you're asking specifically how you know it, that's sort of like asking how do you know how to drive a car? Right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. So that's how you know, because you're experienced enough with the weapon to go, oh, that's what it's doing, because a regular dagger doesn't do that.
Exactly. Okay.
Okay. So you've got a dead Droger.
So, search the body.
Okay. You find chainmail. It's a chain hauberk, and there's an axe. One-handed, silver, rune engraved, silver embedded axe.
Probably worth hanging on to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Definitely.
He didn't hit anybody with it.
He
It doesn't
did not
matter.
hit anybody with it because it got
Thankfully-
blown
It
off.
doesn't matter.
First
Yeah.
Thankfully, he got his arm shot off.
The silver alone makes it worth hanging on to.
My
That's
hope is that it does full damage to dead things. So
Brent, you want to go back? I mean, you were such great bait last time. Who knows what else you could bring up?
I can go down there with you. You know I'm small enough.
Well, I mean, I'm sure whatever it was, I mean, we got it all right. It chased us out. Did I notice that something flew past me?
Yeah, I told you something
Yeah.
sort of sounding like a hummingbird went zipping by you. You didn't see it,
So
but you heard it.
did you guys see anything else come out? When I was down there, something like flew past me.
I don't recall seeing anything like that.
It was moving pretty fast. It was kind of like a buzz sound.
I don't think anybody saw anything.
I don't believe anybody saw anything. I also don't think we ever rolled to see if we saw anything. Because we made listen checks, but we never made
Successful listen checks.
successful listen checks. So, no,
Okay.
we didn't see anything.
All right. Well, I mean, hey, if it flew past me and out, then yeah, we're probably good. Oh. Well, hey, the appendage didn't come off. That's one in a row.
Progress.
Maybe we'd like have lunch and then we'll go back down.
Sure.
Okay. So you take a break.
Yep.
I have an idea. I can use my or my spells over here. I can use my night vision. And go into the house and not need the light to see around. Be much easier to search the
There's a torch
hut.
on the floor down there that we can light and look
Oh,
around
okay.
with. So you don't have to spend all your mana.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I could go down there with you, no problem. I'll hand the dagger back to Runt as well.
Well, hey, thanks for actually getting some use out of it since.
Hey, you're better at it than me. I just got lucky.
Am I?
Yeah, I've seen you throw these things.
Yeah, but throwing and stabbing are different. Oh, actually, I am pretty good at
Only a
stabbing.
little bit. Only a little bit.
Yeah. No. You're probably right. Okay. Anyways, sure. I mean, there can't be two of them down there, right?
I seriously doubt it. I'll pick up the axe.
I would imagine if a second one was down here, it would have followed up afterwards.
Yeah, I feel like it would have heard the other one wake up and woken up too.
And when you go to pick up the axe, I'm gonna put my hand on your arm and be like, "All right, before we do this, do we remember the sword in the mines?"
What sword?
Oh, yeah.
Do we have any way of making sure that we're not going to be in a similar situation?
Of digging up the whole house.
Detect curse?
Evil.
The way that you described it to me, you had plenty of warning. Because the dagger was all glowy and stuff long before anything happened.
No. I mean, the one that started making someone all evil and turning them into a rat monster and murdering their friends.
Oh.
So,
I say we just test it.
Oh dear. I mean, do we have any other option?
I don't think so. Yeah, I'll pick it up. Do I feel any different?
You pick up the axe?
Yes.
Okay. No.
No? Okay, cool. I'll look at Runt. See? Look, we're good.
Does Raymond recognize any of the runes? Are they Norse runes?
They are Norse runes of an ancient variety.
What do they say?
Roll your read Norse.
I'm checking. So, right. Got it.
I don't think I specifically have read.
They say Acme Axe Company. This side towards enemy.
Pointy ends that way. Oh. You recognize them as Old Norse runes.
That I can't read.
You try to make them out, and it's like, I'm not sure what that is.
And, I look at him and say, yep, those are Old Norse runes.
Does anyone else have the ability to read Norse?
I think it was just Tendo.
I would love some more. I'll bring my plate out.
Yeah, I don't think I ever bothered to learn to read Norse. Just speak it.
Okay.
We'll have plenty of other opportunities to look at it. So, and we may not even get to keep it anyway, since we have to let them inspect it.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a whopping 7% in read-write Norse, but that's only because of what Raymond has taught me.
You can roll it.
I mean, I've got 6. If we're rolling those numbers, I could try.
99! I know exactly what this says.
That's right. Wes is convinced that this is an anti-undead weapon, a weapon of undead slaying.
There we go.
It says right here, this is the rune for slaying, this is the rune for undead. Obviously, this is a weapon of undead slaying.
Oh, yeah, but they're backwards. Their adjective noun placement is different in Norse. It's actually a weapon that undead use to slay.
Don't be silly.
It's not undead slaying, it's slaying.
Slaying for undead.
Yeah, exactly. If anyone else can roll.
I know the system doesn't use it, but give yourself a hero point for that. That was good.
Like, I don't even have like a 6 or 7. It's not on my sheet. I'm good.
All right, if no one else
All
is
right.
trying to interpret.
I say again, who's going down to reconnoiter the rest of the house?
It's the two of us.
Yeah, me
All
and
right.
Rent.
Let's do this.
Okay, lower him
Hand
down.
me the axe.
What's your axe skill?
I have
Why,
no
you're going to
idea.
put it back?
No, but if there's undead down there, I want to hit it with this thing and see if it works. It'll do more damage than my sword. It's 1 point.
It's going to be hard
Okay.
to climb down with that axe and drag it back out with whatever else we find down there.
And clearly, there's a lot of treasure down there if it's guarded by this.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the family that lived here was murdered by this Draugr and it just didn't make it out.
Or whatever murdered the family became the Draugr. Or rather, the murdered family became Draugr. There we go.
Yeah, maybe. It's possible. I don't know how this shit works. I don't know how Draugr are made.
Okay, so what are we doing?
We're lowering
heading down.
Alexander
Okay.
and Runt.
All right, what are you taking with you down there?
Well, so let's talk about this, guys. It's getting late, right? Do you want to camp down here?
Not before you clear it out.
Okay. All right. Well, in we go. I'm just taking myself like I did before. I'm taking my flint with me so I can light the torch that's down there.
It's got a light spell on it.
That will last for 30 minutes. It has not been that
30
long.
minutes?
Yeah.
I assumed, because I said we stop and have lunch,
Oh.
that it might be out. But if it's still on, then that helps me find it. Cool.
Or I can do
I know
another
where I
one.
dropped it.
It is still on.
Yeah. Okay.
Combat plus the healing plus the resting. That's at least 30 minutes. Right?
Sure.
Okay.
I think so.
All right.
Yeah. Make it down there, fumble around, find it, and light it.
Okay.
Do we need to roll climbing rolls again?
I'm not going to bother with the climb rolls.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So you're both down.
And I'm gonna point him over to this is the table that I tried to jump onto the loft. I look at what is left of the loft. Well, apparently it was up there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna investigate around where the loft fell down and was destroyed, because I assumed the loft was where I was going to look for stuff next. So if the loft is destroyed, then anything might have tumbled down from the debris.
That is correct. So the loft collapsed when the Draugr started moving around up there.
Ah.
And then it had to make its way through the debris to get to you.
Yep.
That's what slowed it down, because there's a
Yeah.
path from where it was to, and otherwise the entrance to the chimney would be covered with the debris of the loft. But it's not. There's little pathways that the Draugr went through to get to you.
It was the Rangers making a path.
Exactly. So, and you're using the torch for light, correct?
Yep.
All right.
I say a little prayer to Lorath, for the hearth protecting me from the Draugr. Literally.
Roll a percentile.
Nope, that's a D6, not a percentile.
Don't tell him that.
Jesus.
And that's a 94, and you're
That's a 94.
all right, you offer a bold prayer to Lorath. Very good. All right.
Yep, she turned her nose up at me.
Or she just simply doesn't hear. A fumble.
She's
That
just
would've
sleeping.
been-
Shout louder.
Fumble in your plea to your god. Oh no. I give my hardest battles to my strongest warriors. Here, have fun.
All right. Okay, so the two of you down there, you're using a torch to search by. Go ahead and make search rolls.
I do not succeed. I have a decent search, but not good enough.
Aiden.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I got a normal success. I apologize.
Okay, normal success. A normal success will not find anything. You don't see anything.
So look harder. I can even say that
I
in
could
character.
actually, I could do that in character. I'll turn the, I'll say, put the, or hold the light over there. I'm gonna look over here, and then I'll use another point of magic, turn on my night vision,
Okay.
and I'll search
Oh.
again.
Okay.
Are there
So-
any other rooms as an offshoot to this? Or is this just one big open cottage? Because if so, if he's telling me to go search somewhere else, I'm saying I will go look for another room away to not distract him.
Okay.
Okay. That's a 7. That should be a special.
Okay. Aiden, read the night vision description
Oh.
to me.
Yeah, I can read the right. Path mastery.
Aiden.
Yeah?
I love you, my friend, but roll a percentile.
Oh, oops. Path. Sorry, night vision says target can see 100 feet on a normal night as if it were daylight. Oh. Oh. Okay. So it doesn't work like that. So is it like just increase light?
Think of it sort of like a starlight scope, but much improved. Right.
So it just increases starlight.
Well, it allows you to see at night like day. That's how it reads, right?
Yeah, that's how it reads.
Okay, so it's not one, it's not night, and two, you're in darkness, you're not under the open sky at night.
Okay.
So,
Make
but
sense?
it's low light vision.
Well, it's better than that because he can see out to 100 feet as if
Right.
it were daylight,
Okay.
which is not the same as, infrared or dark vision,
Right.
or, yeah, it's very specific in what it's saying.
Okay.
Also, most ranger spells work outdoors under the open sky, not underground. Now, circumstances may be variable in certain places, but if you're like in a what's an example? If you're in a dungeon and you want to track something or use pathfinding? A path has a very specific definition. So make sure you understand that so that you understand how to apply the spell. All right. In any case, what'd you roll for your search?
I rolled the wrong dice. My percentile is 44, so it's just a normal success, not a special.
Okay, so you spend another amount of time searching. think
And are
any of
unable to find anything. Nope.
correct. Now, at this point, though, since it's been a couple of rounds, you can both make a listen roll or a scan roll. And. Make both.
And?
Yeah,
Oh,
make
okay.
both. Make both. Declare which first.
17 on my listen,
Okay.
44 on my scan. Both are successes.
And what is your listen percent?
It is not a special, I don't think, because my listen 68.
Okay.
I as well got 2 normal successes, 56 and 39.
Okay. Okay. You're down there looking around. You haven't found anything yet. There's a lot of debris from the loft.
So I'm going to go up to the chimney,
Mhm.
and I'm going to kind of shout up to the guys. I'm like, hey, there's nothing else down here, but the loft collapsed and made a giant fucking mess. So if we really want to go through this, it's going to take some time. Y'all want to climb down here, stay the night here, and we just kind of pick through it and kind of meticulously clean this all up? Or do we want to just like roll out and find a different campsite?
Bruce, is it late enough in the day that it's reasonable for us to look for a campsite?
Well, I had the impression it was around noon when all
Oh,
of this came
I'm
out.
sorry. I had interpreted the way you talked about us wandering along the river as it having taken us most of the day because we were not efficient with it.
When
Again,
did you make the special on your scan? There were several scan rolls, but I thought it was an early scan roll that. Because if not, yes, it'd be later in the day. All right, with all that, I don't recall. So let's randomize it. We'll say 10 a.m. plus D6. Yeah. All right, 10 plus 6. So 1 o'clock. So it's 1 o'clock. So it was 1 o'clock when you discovered the chimney.
So, and it arguably we've spent about an hour.
Yeah, plus time searching, so maybe 2 at this point.
All right, so it's about mid-afternoon.
Yes.
Wes, what do you think?
I think we keep going.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, we're only going to be going for another 2 hours or so before we go looking for camp. And I gotta admit, I can't believe there was this powerful a creature down there and there's nothing down there.
Okay.
I mean, I would agree with you. If it was earlier in the afternoon, I would absolutely agree with you. But I mean, does my logic make sense?
Yeah, it does.
So the real question is, which one of us has the better climb roll?
I don't think I can climb at all. Yeah, mine's like 46.
There's climb. 46, you said?
Yeah.
Well, mine's a 49, so there you go. So
look, you're not going to get check marks if you don't do it.
I will lower Wes down,
Mm-hmm.
and then I will find somewhere to tie the rope off and then climb down after him.
Okay. Sounds good.
Not really, but that's good.
Go ahead and roll. Yes. You get a bonus of plus 20 for your climb. For the rope.
Yeah, made it.
Okay, you're
Like
down.
4%.
You can take a check mark.
Yeah.
Okay, Raymond. You tie it off, climb down, take plus 20.
I'm good.
Okay, take a check mark on your climb. Everybody's down.
Cold,
So
wet, moldy hole.
That's right.
This is
Yep.
not a hobbit hole.
That had
This is
a
not
Draugr in it.
This is exactly what a hobbit hole would look like if it was left alone for 2,000 years.
With a Draugr in it.
Even worse. That's like the Sackville Bagginses.
So what do you guys know about how Draugr are created or formed?
We don't know anything about them.
I don't know anything about
There
it.
you go. All right. Well, obviously, it must have been guarding a very precious treasure.
Apparently.
That's what I'm thinking. That's why I'm here.
Okay.
And because we're only going to lose a little bit of time anyway. So,
All right. Well, everybody can make search rolls.
and we can have a fire. I mean, we got a chimney.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Suck all the air out.
It rolled off of a special
Of course it
to a
did.
failure.
Regular success.
Again, I
Alright.
go from a 19 to a 95.
Nice.
Not useful.
Yeah, but we can't blame you either. So,
What was a 16 a special for?
Look it up.
16 goes all the way down to 78.
Okay, so I did get a special.
Okay. Under the wreckage of the loft, you will find another chest that has broken open, probably because it fell. Inside the remains of the chest, you will find a random treasure, which is not all that great. So nothing magical, but okay. You find 30 silver. Oh wait, we're doing the rune quest thing. Which is different now. Hang on. Right. Instead of taking time psyching that out, I will make a note of what you find. It is some value in coins, but not huge, right? It's not like years worth of value.
all right. Well,
So you get the sense that this was, the like a farmstead. This was the wealth of the farm family.
Enough to
Then
go
how
buy
the heck
Betsy a
did
cow.
Yeah, how'd they get Dwarker in here?
Again, I think that it was perhaps here incapacitated here somehow after the fighting. And just kind of,
I think everyone's making a lot of assumptions about what's going on here.
I mean, sure, we don't know. It's all going to be assumptions.
What makes you think a Draugr or a farmer is going to be wearing a chain
Male
hauberk
hauberk,
and a ruined engraved silver ruined engraved axe? Does that sound like a farmer?
No, it sounds like a forge agent. But why would he be sleeping in the loft?
Remember,
these are mysteries that we're not going to solve tonight.
Mm-hmm.
armies went through here back and forth over some period of time.
I mean, I have lots of questions, none of which are going to be answered tonight. So,
Right.
So,
Okay, so you spend the night here. Yes, you uncover the wealth that the farm family had. You actually, as I think about it, you'll find other remains as well. And so if somebody wants to make a first aid roll, it could maybe determine how they died.
That huge hole in the skull leads me to believe.
base success.
Jesus. I rolled a 1 on my first aid to
Oh,
determine
wow.
why. Why?
That's awesome.
I
All
I
right.
hate
was
this.
successful
I
on my
hate this
first
so
aid.
much.
Well, having not only successfully but critically succeeded. Oh, sorry, my throat's really catching up with me. Brunt, you'll find evidence that the remains that you find were died from both puncture wounds and significant trauma that likely came from an edged weapon, possibly an axe.
Mm-hmm.
And various locations, head, torso, and so on. And you think there's okay, there's remains of 6 people here that all died from such trauma of
Well,
various ages, by the way. So elderly, middle-aged, and youth.
well, we got the family some sort of justice if you guys care about that after all these years. And I'll point out all the little things that kind of go into that.
Okay.
I will take the remains and do whatever elements of last rites I can do for them.
Well, that would be taking them outside and giving them a proper burial.
Well, I will pull them together so that when we take them outside in the morning, we can give them a proper burial.
Okay.
Do we have to take them outside to give them a proper burial? Could we just dig them a grave in here?
We can open up the front door and hollow out a section and tuck them in, right?
You could do that, yeah.
So.
Or just stick them out the window.
Same idea.
God. Technically, it's underground, so yeah. Okay. So
we spend the night. I hope it passes uneventfully.
Okay. And strictly speaking, that's I think a lot of the way that burials were done in niches. So
yeah,
opening the door and carving out a niche and laying the remains and offering
doing whatever the Mathian version of crossing yourself is.
Exactly. Okay.
It's probably calculus.
It's calculus.
It's geometry. You just draw a bunch of shapes.
Algebra. Do the quadratic equation. All right.
If we dig the grave 3 feet down and 2 feet to the left, how far away from the starting point are the remains?
Wow.
All right. Morning comes. We come up the chimney.
Yes.
We look around. Hopefully it looks about the same as it did when we went in.
In fact, it is the same.
Okay. I want to carve a sigil on the chimney to show that we've already investigated it.
Very good. Just in case we get lost and we come back to this point.
Just in case we get lost, we come back to this point.
Ooh. I have a way to test the axe.
You want to let it do the carving for you?
Well, that as well as digging it into the body of the dead Dwarger to see if it cuts through it easily or not.
Knock yourself out.
Okay, I'll do both. I'll make the mark and then I'll walk over to the Dwarger and see if the axe will go through it easier than my sword does.
So you're going to use a weapon of war to etch a mark
with the jagged part on the back. Yeah, the pick end.
Roll a percentile.
Okay. 65. That darn 2 rolled over to a 6.
What's your best weapon skill?
My best weapon skill? Sword. Two-handed sword at 94.
You have a two-handed sword skill at 94.
Yeah.
Okay.
My bow's at 92.
All right. So you take the axe and you're sort of, I could do this with the axe. You kind of think about that a little bit, and it occurs to you that some tools are made for specific things, and it's kind of disrespectful to said tool if it's used inappropriately.
Okay. I'll take the my dagger then, and I'll etch a little mark into the stone. So I don't have a chiseling tool to do it with. And we have to make the mark somehow. But I won't disrespect the poor axe.
Okay. All right.
So this is when we found out the axe is intelligent, because when
Yeah,
you start
on
carving in,
accident.
it says, "You better
It
not
yells
be
at me.
fucking do that, Brett."
Don't you do that.
Don't you put me against that stone. But I will put it into the dwarger to see if it cuts smoothly.
Roll.
Okay, percentile.
Don't fumble, because then you'll find it out when you chop your leg off.
It's not a fumble, but it's probably not a success. 78.
You have a degree of uncertainty as to the success of your test.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll toss it up to luck then. Okay, I don't know. It didn't work. My test failed.
Well, I think the answer is, did it cut? Yes. Did it make a difference?
Who knows? We'll find out when I hit the next dwarger with it.
The current body that you're testing on isn't technically a Druger anymore. It's a dead lump of flesh.
Oh, so the magic making it skin hard is gone. I got it. Well, that is actually yeah, because does the magic that makes a dead thing undead, is that what makes the
animating spirit?
The animated, yeah. Yeah, okay. So it loses its principles. That actually makes sense. I like
We'll
that.
make a cleric out of you yet.
You already have one being made secretly.
Well,
The
that's
new
true.
follower of Lorath.
That's true.
So you already got your apprentice cleric. You don't need another one.
He's really a bard in training, but
A
don't tell him that.
bard. Technically, from what I understand, I am a cleric. I'm a cleric of Ulur.
Druids are clerics, so close enough.
Yeah, I technically am cleric along with you. It's our friend Wes who's the only real, or not real magic user, but the only individual magic user.
Arcanist.
Yes. Non-god power user.
Yeah, the only true power.
Excuse you?
Everybody else is borrowing somebody else's.
That's awesome.
So apparently this is our conversation as we're following along the river.
Yep.
All right. So yes, continuing along the river. Guys, my throat is kind of getting worse.
Yeah, but don't overuse it.
Hey, we can call it a night whenever you need to.
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad to have played.
Yeah, it's good that I am starting to feel it.
So Wes and I were talking about this. Well, Brian and I were talking about this before you came on. Our next session is scheduled for Christmas Eve.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
That's kind of what I was figuring. So if we let it slide for a week, that's New Year's Eve.
That's not going to work either. Is there an intervening time that could work for people?
Next week is probably bad for me, but I won't know for certain for another day or two. But you all could play without me, and that wouldn't be the end of the world. So.
Well, that's probably not a good idea. It'd be best if we could all get together.
Yeah.
So, is
Yeah.
there?
Let me confirm that tomorrow.
So the 16th isn't going to work for me, but I'm flexible.
Excuse me.
Otherwise,
Do we want to try the 30th?
no, that's
No? Okay.
actually not going to work either.
Okay.
So the 16th and the 30th are out, but otherwise I'm flexible.
I mean, we could do the 23rd.
Was there discussion about the 17th?
Well, I probably can't do the 17th.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well, firm that up. If
Yeah,
the 17th
okay.
is an option, then we can take it. And that's, yeah, I think, because the 31st is, or well, yeah, I mean, it's the holidays. Our schedules
Yeah.
are going to get all thrown out of whack
Exactly.
until.
Yep.
So,
And
You know-
just the days the holidays land on this year in particular.
yeah. So, if we can get another session in between, say, now and the 14th? Let's see, 17, 31. Yeah, 14th would be the regular. Let's see, hang on.
Actually, no, I'm showing the 7th.
No, it'd be the 7th.
Yeah, the 7th would be our
Yeah.
next regular one.
Right. Yep. Okay. Yes. My bad. So does the 7th work?
Should.
Looks like
Yeah,
it should for
be
me.
fine.
Okay. So if we can get another session in between now and the 7th, that's any time after the first. I mean, that would be 2 sessions in that same week. So it'd be better to throw it in sometime between now and like the 30th or something.
Yep.
We could
But-
try a Sunday, one of the weekends.
No, I prefer not.
I mean, Sunday is Christmas, and then
Yeah.
Oh,
Year's.
yeah. It's the next day, and then it's New Year's. You're right. We'd have to go a day back, not a day forward.
Yeah. So I don't know what people's weekdays look like, but I can be flexible during the weekdays as well. So, yeah, let's look at the 17th, and if that works, great. I mean, that's going to be, it's not like we haven't had long pauses before as
Yep.
well. So,
And it happened the same thing
Sure.
last year.
Yep.
yeah.
So we'll figure it out. I just wanted to
Yeah.
start that conversation early. So.
Of course.
Okay. Well, how about this? Let's hear whether the 17th works for you.
Okay.
And if it doesn't, we'll look at other options beyond that. Okay?